Can you hear me? If you can... Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. If you can... Oh. Okay. Good. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Anyway, I just talked to myself for a whole, 2 minutes. Evidently was only talking to myself. Anywho, let's try that again. Good morning, good evening, depending on wherever you exist in our current reality. Hope all your ducks are in a row. Hope all your clouds have a silver lining. Hope everything's coming up aces. And, yeah, in general, I hope all is well for you and yours. Hope you've had a good holiday and all those things. And, yeah, good morning or good evening, depending. Today will be the last stream of 2025 for me. Given today's the 31st for me. I went over this when I was talking to myself, but I'll do it again, obviously, since no one heard it. But yeah, today will be the last day of the year stream for me. There's a good possibility I'm going to stream tomorrow too, to kind of make sure I catch the time for everyone, because I know for some of you guys it's the 30th right now, and if I were to stream again tomorrow, for example, it would be the 31st for you guys. So yeah, I'll probably stream tomorrow too. My daughter has off after school today. She's off until Monday of next week as well, because there's a holiday. I don't remember specifically which holiday it is here, but it's a holiday in China. And yeah, she has off school for that. So yeah. But given that it's Wednesday, I'm probably going to be playing multiple games. I'm going to be starting with Arc Raiders, hence it being the game on the it's on the label on the 10. It's right there, you know. It's right there on the can. There's the name, and it says Arc Raiders. All right. Anywho, yeah, and also it's a few minutes. That's not late. I'm still 13 minutes early starting right now. But I have a new pair of headphones, headset, whatever you want to call it, and this is being a little weird with the audio. It has a built-in mic or something, but I disabled it, and evidently it caused a bit of confusion for my system to detect my usual microphone, because I don't think the headphone mic would be that good, honestly, versus the actual microphone I have. So, you know, that's the thing with that. Anywho, let's stop jibber-jabbering and raid some arcs. I don't specifically know what I'm going to be doing here in Arc Raiders today. Oh, I need to make some bullets, though. I know that much. Oh, and see, now I'm forgetting something else. I need to set up my chat overlay. I was about to completely forget that, and that would have been tragic. Are you getting Arc Raiders on the first? Hell yeah, man. Definitely. You definitely should. I stayed up too late last night. I stayed up 4 in the morning. I was working on, there's a video I'm going to put up. I didn't get a chance to finish that much of it, though. It's kind of just piddling around with stuff. But it was using some of the stuff from the stream I did with Speebsy and Tristan yesterday. Holy crap, dude. You'll see it when I put it up, so you don't have to comb through the stream for it. But we had some very friendly encounters with people, and it was very funny. Me and Speebsy, when we play, we just run around playing instruments the whole time. And it's a pretty good preemptive peace measure to do so. I found, and this is kind of what the video is going to be about, I found the strongest weapon in Arc Raiders versus PvP is a microphone. Honestly, it's like night and day. Like if you're a kind of person that does not talk to people on mic, you got to be prepared that people are going to light you up, and they will, because they don't know your intentions. You know, they don't know what you're going to do, and if they don't hear you talking, it's much easier for them to separate the human element from it, and they'll just see you as another bot. You know, they're just going to see you as another person to shoot and kill because you might do the same to them. There's a lot of paranoia involved in this game, so it's something you're going to have to bank on being a thing. But I have found, even like solos in particular, if you are talking a lot, if you are like, hey, I'm around, hey, is there anyone here? 9 times out of 10, people will respond favorably. People will be like, oh, hey, how's it going? Are you friendly? And, you know, they'll kind of just see what the situation is. And that's the whole point of doing it, because at least then you have some kind of gauge, or you can get some kind of feeling about what the vibes are with the person you're dealing with, you know? And, yeah, it's nice. It's nice. The thing that I hate is like when people don't talk, because then you have no idea. You got to keep an eye open on them. And usually, more often than not, the people that don't talk are the ones that might shoot you in the back, because you don't know, you know, and it happens. It happens more often than not. I don't like to generalize, but it is a common thing. All right, let's get this chat thingy set up. Come on, chatbot. You about to get set up, bruh. I don't know why I'm so energetic on like 3.5 hours of sleep, but I am. I am. Where's the thing at? Tabby, tab, 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 tab. Why is there so many tabs? This is madness, I tell you. I never had so many tabs in my life. Yeah, this one I can close. Actually, wait, hold on. I don't need to close that one, though. Man, I need to take medicine so I get rid of the throat thing. It's really stupid. I'm not, like, sick, but, you know, as you wake up and your throat feels, like, all crummy. Been like that for the past few days. But, I mean, like, past week and a half or so. But it's, like, it's on and off. I don't know. Maybe I should drink some more water, to be honest. Alright, so I think this thing is set up. I'm just going to throw a test up there real quick. Test! Testing. Testing Sean Connery voice. Yes, the test is successful. That was a terrible Sean Connery voice. I do say so to myself, and I do. And I did. Alright. Time to raid Sandbox. Okay. Shut that off, and then boom. And yeah, we all good on that now. Now we're on the right screen and everything. Ready to go. I see I said I'm full of energy. And I'm full of energy, but like I'm yawning. I'm already yawning. See, now I'm trying to make sure the stream was okay on the thing, and I'm echoing myself. Anywho, I'm gonna raid some arcs now. I need to make some bullets. Bullets. Ooh, is that gonna be enough though? I guess it could. I mean, I'm not going into gunfight anyone. Yeah, test. It's echo test. What am I gonna do today though? I don't really know right now. I'm probably not gonna play this the whole stream, by the way. I might. I don't know. It depends. Maybe I should work on tribe. No, I got bumped down. Holy crap! How is Tristan still up? Oh, he didn't get on to update yet. When he gets on to update his score, he's gonna be way down here because he hasn't been playing either. That's the same score he had yesterday when we stopped playing. Tristan. You're gonna have a rude awakening, my friend. And this dude, phew. Yeah. I got bumped down to the only single promotion slot, and that will not stand. I don't know. This is the whole reason I don't like trials, though. To be honest, this is like what made me stop doing it last time because it's like I don't want to sit. I just want to play the game. You know, I don't want to sit here and babysit my rank. It's kind of irritating, to be honest. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Jax? How you doing today, buddy? You've having a good day or have had a good day? I assume it's the latter. Yeah, I don't know, man. This should be higher. Maybe I should just go into a map and start killing arcs, honestly. This one could be higher, too. This one could be much higher. This one actually should be very easy to get up. These two, because, I mean, you're, like, 9 times out of 10, you're fighting flying arcs. And open arc probes is an easy one. Maybe, is there an electromagnetic storm happening anywhere right now? No, there's not. Damn it! I should go to Buried City and look for probes, maybe? It's not going to work out that good either. This would be good, but the probe, like, is half, you know? Yeah. Dang it. Dang it, man! I may just forego doing trials altogether again. Because I did, like, when I quit playing this for, like, a few weeks, a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. A few weeks ago, I quit playing for a few weeks, if that makes sense. I quit 2 weeks ago, I quit for 2 weeks, because I was kind of burnt out on the game. I'm not at that point yet on my recent return, because I reset. You know, I did the expedition, and so this thing here, I finished it and I reset my character and I'm back to step 3 on it. I don't have all the stuff to get through this. Still got to do this. Maybe I should just commit that. Yeah, I got 1 out of 10. I need 9 more. Anyway, like, I have most of the stuff though to finish this, but then I still have to wait for the expedition window to open again in 53 days. You know. So that's not something I can actually finish. I did finish this, a holiday event, got all these items. But that's where that is. And then those are things I can actually manage, and there's not really a, like with trials, you know, there's not really like a competition to like keep a certain score so you can get things. Because like, the way it works, and I know I probably said this before, but I'll show you guys how it works. You start here at Rookie with nothing. This is like no rank. And as you rank up, you earn rewards. Like, so this is practically no points at all getting to Rookie 2. It's super simple, and you get an emote for it. Now, here comes the problem, though, because, like, the leaderboards are marked in, like, 5 different categories. Like, one is demote, one is your rank doesn't change, one is you get 1 rank up, one is you get 2 ranks up, and the top 5 get 3 ranks up. So that could be the difference between being here in a week, going down here, or jumping as many as 3 spots all the way up to the next thing. I'm currently at Tryhard 3. So I can go down to Tryhard 2, or I can jump all the way up to Wildcard 3 and get all the corresponding rewards for that. The problem comes when you either don't have time or don't really want to watch your trials rank. You lose, like, these things, these rewards here, you don't keep them until your rank is assessed at the end of the season. So if I just stop playing for 2 weeks, which I did, because I was like here before, and see, now this is ironic that I'm at the same rank I was when I quit playing a few weeks ago. I was like down to here for missing 2 weeks because I got demoted for 1 week and got demoted for another week. I mean, you only get demoted once, you know, and if you do get demoted, you're only gaining 2 ranks because you're making up for the demotion if you got 3. But getting in the top 5 is not easy. Let's put that out there. And also, it was not a thing. They just added it in the recent update. So you're gaining at most 1 or 2 ranks if you get demoted. Now, if your rank is not great at the end of the season, which right now we got 53 days, so it's pretty long to get to that point, you know. You don't keep any of this stuff. Like, whatever your current rank is, those are the items you keep at the end of season. So last season I got, it was like some face paint thing, and like a backpack charm or something, you know. And that it's fine. It's not the end of the world, but you got to really keep up on this shit if you want these rewards. And for me, like, this is the only one I'd really want because it's a new outfit. But my FOMO is not at the point that a lot of other people are, apparently, because they were really like trying hard on this thing to keep these ranks, and I don't really have the energy or the motivation to do that. I just don't. You know, I'll be real about it. I don't. Two reasons. One, it's digital stuff in a video game. At the end of the day, that is the biggest reason for me not really caring that much. And for two, none of these things are particularly that cool that I care about losing out on them. It's just that this system, and I understand this is not the only game of this sort that does it like this. Basically, and I get what it's for, is to keep player engagement. That's the whole reason it is the way it is. And it's a smart idea. I'm not bashing the developers for doing that. It's a good idea on their part. It's marketing kind of stuff, you know. It's a good idea. You got to keep your customers there to keep them engaged. You got to keep your numbers up. They got to keep people's eyes on the shop, you know. And the best way to do that is to keep them playing the game, you know. So it's a sound business decision for them in every aspect, you know. But for the player, like, it's kind of crap, to be honest. For a casual player like me, and I'm much less casual than a lot of other people because I play quite a bit, you know. It doesn't like work that well, you know, because I have no motivation to really keep playing to get some of these things because A, they're not that cool, and B, it's a massive time sink to like keep this up because in some cases the score disparity between different people, like this guy is only like less than 200 points above me, but if we were right here, for example, you know, that becomes being in one bracket or the other, and then it becomes a bigger issue. Same thing when you're in your top five, it's much more competitive. You know, it's only 3,000 points, but that's going to make the difference between you getting one rank or not, or keeping one rank or not. And that becomes very important when you get into the non-numbered ranks and you get into Hotshot and Cantina Legend, especially Cantina Legend, because Cantina Legend is only for the top 1,000 players. And you're I think this might be globally. I don't know if it's global or in your local brackets, but either way, it's a pretty exclusive group. And I get it; it is a way to reward people that play the game a lot. But for all the people that don't, it's kind of like shitting in your face. Honestly, this is why I'm not. I do trials mainly. Like if I'm playing with Tristan or Speeds, if I'm playing with friends, you know, I'll engage in trials more. But like doing it by yourself, it's in here. Oh gosh, I didn't completely explain this part. Trials accrue points based on the things you do. All these different little tasks they have you to do. Simple enough. Now here's where it gets to be weird. If you are playing with solos, duos, trios, you're in the same bracket regardless. So my score here, this is with me and Tristan and Speevesy playing, and we were very casually trying to do it. We weren't actually like trying hard to do it or anything. We were just piddling around. When we're in a quest and we can do these things, we do these things. You know, and most of them, except for this one, weren't on map conditions. They were just on straight maps that didn't give you double points and all that, like it says right here. And that's what we got. That's where we're at right now. Now, well, Speevesy can't even do it yet. He's not level 15, but that's beside the point. But those points are accrued across your group. So a solo player that does not play with friends, that's most likely these people here. You see these people down here in the bottom 100? Bottom 50? Under 50? Those are probably solos. Solos have absolutely no chance to keep up with duos and trios, unless, and this is a capital U unless, meaning like it's very coincident. It's very it's predicated on them having knowledge of how to kind of cheese these things. They're not gonna outscore duos and trios because they're going against people that are earning twice or triple the points that they are. You know, because you got 3 people working on the task or 2 people working on the task versus 1. Some of these things, like I said, there might be strategies to kind of cheese it, but it's still going to be obviously infinitely quicker. If you have a duo or a trio using those same tactics to kind of cheese a score, there's absolutely no way you're going to keep up with them. So therefore, if you have a good trio team that is really sweating to get these things done, you can easily maintain a top spot at the leaderboards, and no one's going to be able to catch you. You know, so that's another aspect of it. It's just funky. You know, it's just odd. It's an odd decision in my eyes. But again, I get why the devs do this whole thing. I'm just griping about something I don't like about the game. And I hope they change it, because I'm not the only one griping about it. A lot of people are kind of unhappy with that, because not everyone has a friend or a pair of friends to play with. That and trying to do trials and duos or trios can really be a hit or miss prospect, given that PvP is much more prevalent in both of those modes. I mean, like I said, there are ways to mitigate it by talking to people, but that doesn't always work. And the way matchmaking supposedly works with quote-unquote aggression-based matchmaking, if you were a friendly player and you play with a friend who kills people all the time, I'm pretty sure it throws you in with people that kill people. You know, and that being the case, you're not going to have a friendly time. You're going to be fighting more than you are completing trials. And the big kicker of all this, if I go in to do these trials, maybe I do this one and I get like 80,000 points, and I've seen people do that. I saw videos on YouTube, people doing that, getting like 100,000 points in this damn thing. It's insanity. Anyway, if I go into a trial and do that, get a whole bunch of points to do one of these things, and then I die, all that's for nothing. It's a big bummer to me, you know, and I've had it happen a few times. I was doing trials in the last few weeks, and it sucks, dude. Honestly, that and like, well, mainly that, honestly, trying to do trials and just being betrayed by people in general. That's what kind of took the wind out of my sails, like playing this a few weeks ago, and maybe it was kind of being burnt out on playing the game so much, and that in combination, and it kind of made me not want to play anymore at that point, you know. And I'm not the only one. There's so many people griping about these things, and I'm not trying to bandwagon or anything like that. It's just that I hope the developers are listening to what people in the community are saying, and I'll be realistic. I know I'm a nobody in that regards. I'm just a small potato streamer with less than 300 subs on YouTube. Don't even stream on Twitch, any of that, and that's probably where they listen more actively, I believe. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should stream on Twitch too, honestly. But that's the whole thing. It is a fun-ass game. It's a really great game, but there are things I would hope that they kind of address at some point. I saw a video yesterday where they were talking about potentially adding the option to team up with people and match, which would be huge. That would be really awesome. That's something that Dark and Darker did in the last year or two, I think. I think it was the last year, actually, where you can team up with people in the dungeon. Basically, when you encounter another player, you can invite your hand, to shake your hands with them, to invite you to your group, and if they shake your hand, then you guys are party members. Say they officially just, boop, they pop right into your party, and with everything that entails, you know. So you can heal each other, you can resurrect each other, and all that. And it's great, you know. That's an awesome thing. In our creators, that would be really good too. The only thing I could see coming of that is people joining with each other to betray each other that much worse. I don't like to be cynical about it, but I know how people are, and this is almost certainly going to be a thing. Because, I mean, they already do it now. It's just that doing it like that, it might be a little harder because you can't directly kill your teammate, but there's ways. You can kill your teammate with blaze grenades right now. I can see people doing that, or just leading their teammates into bad situations with arcs and such, you know. But I don't know. This is me assuming it would function the same as Dark and Darker does. But they were the way it was described in the video I saw is that it would be a thing that allows players to form bigger groups to take on like bigger arcs and things like that. So, but again, it's a speculation. I have no clue right now. I'm just going off of what I have heard from random people on YouTube. You know how that goes. I could be pissing in the wind. How could this be? You're pissing in the wind and telling me it's raining. Yeah, we don't know. We're all just kind of speculating right now, I think. I mean, there's people that... I was like, that guy's name, Cloud Plays. I'm pretty sure it's the guy that made the video I saw. He is not working for Embark, but he kind of has some inside info from them. He has a connection there. He's a bigger content creator, and he's kind of relaying information from them as far as he told it, I believe. But you can have a team of 3, Jax. You can have trios. This is what I was kind of saying too. I think if it's true what the guy was saying in the video is that you'll be able to kind of form bigger groups somewhere down the line, 2026, and maybe something they're probably adding to the game. Given if that is the case, then I would assume they're going to make some kind of way to matchmake with friends. So you can kind of find each other in the match and then kind of group up together. Like if you're trying to kill like a queen or a matriarch or something, like one of the bigger boss arcs, I'm sure if they do add that, they're probably going to have some new arcs to kind of go with the event of it happening. I would guess maybe Barons or something, because there's Barons. It's one of the enemies that has been kind of like, you can see them off in the distance and think. I don't know if they call them Barons or Kings. I'm not sure which one they are, or that could be one and the same, because I've heard them referred to as both, but people may be referring to a different arc when they're saying a king. I've seen Barons. So Baron husks, they're gigantic. They're like massive robots, but they're kind of like ticks. They're kind of like the spider-looking robots, And I would guess if we're going to get a thing where we can team up with bigger groups to take down gigantic robots, that we would have some means of kind of coordinating with friends. Yeah, kind of yes and no. I mean, I don't always have 3 people to play with. So it would kind of, you'd have to be in a group. I will say this, though. Solos in this are infinitely more friendly than Dark and Darker. You can communicate with people. There's even a voice changer if you want to use an Ask Tristan about that. He's all about the voice changer. But yeah, you have pretty friendly experiences. And there's a thing I was talking a little bit about it earlier. It's called aggression-based matchmaking that a lot of the community believes is a thing, and one of the developers, like it's an art director or something on the game, but I mean he has more inside information than anyone else. He said that Embark's matchmaking system is very intricate. There's a lot of moving parts, and that one thing he did clarify though is that it does match apples and oranges. So if you're the kind of person that goes around killing players, you will be matched with similar players. If you're a kind of player that is friendly and just minds their business and loots and levels and stuff, they're going to match you with similar players the same. So it's cool, because a lot of people have had that feeling since the beginning, but this guy kind of confirmed it. I think it was like a month ago or something, give or take, that this came out as being official quote unquote news from the team. But like people are saying, oh well, it's just an art director. How would he know? But regardless of just being an art director, the guy's part of the team. He would know better than anyone speculating about it on YouTube. So, and if he said that, then there's some credence to it. There's got to be a bit of truth to it. But I've noticed it personally too, that I don't shoot people unless they shoot me, and sometimes I don't even shoot back. I'll just get away from them, and evade them, and that works out too, because I don't want to be the chance that my matchmaking gets screwed up, because I don't know how particular this mechanic would be. I don't know if it considers me defending myself when I shoot back, or if it still just considers, hey, you're hurting other players, so you're going with the bad players now. So that's why I'd rather err on the side of caution and just not do it, And that's the thing too. Since I came back playing the last week or two, it has been 2 weeks now. Since I came back, I go into very minimalistic loadouts. All this stuff that I have is $38,000. It looks like a lot of money. Most of that is probably, these grenades are $4,800 alone. But it's like none of the stuff I'm carrying is particularly that valuable. The value of these is pumped up a little bit because of the augments I have on them. Not the augments, with the attachments. But if I lose this set, everything I'm carrying here, I don't really care. It's not that big of a deal, because my stash is one away from being full. I have tons of other things to replace it with. This is another thing that's different than Dark and Darker. In Dark and Darker, you very much have the problem of, I don't want to say gear fear, but it's kind of like that. You don't want to go in with your good stuff because you'll lose it. It's much more forgiving in this game. Even if that does happen, even if you go into great stuff and lose it, it sucks if you're going in really expensive. So I never do. I never have. You know, I'm kind of saving stuff, honestly, right now to donate to the expedition so I can have a lot of stuff to dump into it right when I reach the step that I'm allowed to do that. But yeah, it's a lot different than Dark and Darker. Besides the trios being the maximum is kind of the only, well, that in the genre, I guess. So the only two things that are really the same. But the community is a lot, oh gosh, I say this with a grain of salt. The community is a lot less toxic in general, but, capital B, but, extraction games inherently have toxic communities because of the PvP side of it. And I hate to paint with a brush that broad, but it just is what it is. You know, like so many people that play competitive games online. This goes with any kind of competitive games. Like shooters are the main culprit, but like any of them, you know, people can be pretty nasty sometimes to simplify it. Like I said, I don't like to generalize and say this to everyone, but it is a big part of that side of the community. And I'm not saying people on the PvE side are perfect either, because they're not. You know, there's plenty of shitheads on that side too. It's just that anytime you put people together and someone's doing something and they get killed by someone else, they're going to get salty about it, like right off the jump, you know. Same thing, even if they're going in knowing they're going to PvP, people get salty about it because they believe they were in a situation they should win if they lost, you know. And no one likes losing, is what it boils down to. But like I said, it's much more forgiving if you do lose in this. And the likelihood of you being paired with people that are bloodthirsty is much lower if you are not that kind of player. So there are mitigating factors to that, and you can have a lot better a time than you did in Dark and Darker. 100%. That's all I'll say. And I saw Tristan joined online. Oh, he already jumped in around though. Look at this guy. Ah, oh, Speebsy's online. I don't know if he's enjoying me or not, but he might. I'll wait though. I've been sitting here jibber jabbering for like 20 minutes. My apologies, guys. 15 minutes. Not 20. But yeah, if you guys ever have any questions about the game or anything and all that, feel free to ask. I mean, I'm more than happy to explain in detail as much as I can about how things work in the game or how they don't work. I mentioned it earlier. I may have mentioned it when my mic was not working, but all right, now my speech said he's not hopping on just yet. I said a few. Yeah, I was making another video. Yeah. So, I'm making another video to kind of clarify my opinions of the game versus another video I had, which is still getting views, and it boggles my mind, dude. Like, first off, I didn't think this game would pop off the way it did, and I didn't. That isn't why I made the video again. This is one point I wanted to clarify. I just made the first video I made about this game. It's over like 5,000 views right now, and I know that's not a lot for a lot of people. For me, though, like being a person not completely taking this seriously and kind of being a small-time kind of fella, it's a lot, you know, and going through hundreds of comments, like I stopped responding at some point. Like I responded to most of them, and there's a lot of support. A lot of people feel the same way I do, and that's a cool thing to see. You know, it's just I wish we weren't in the situation that the game had problems that made a subsection of the players not even want to touch it. You know, and that's been PvP. But again, it's like I don't know. I think a portion of those people aren't being genuine about how they play the game, and I've heard other people say as much. And that is I hate to say it again, being generalizing things. I don't think a lot of these people are as friendly as they say they are. You know, because I'm a 100% friendly player. Anyone that watches me stream can see how I play. I if I think someone's hostile, I generally will try to avoid them instead of fighting them. And it's just it's rewarded me in matchmaking 100% because I've ran into friendly people almost exclusively. You know, and again, part of the reason is I communicate a lot with my microphone. I pop out random hellos just in case there's someone around that might be sneaking around. They might have been thinking of shooting me, but after they hear you talk, there's the human element that they think, do I really want to shoot this guy who's trying to be friendly? You know, so it kind of diffuses the situation preemptively, I believe. But yeah, I made that first video. It kind of popped off, and I think a lot of people assume certain things about my opinions on the game and about how I feel about the game, and I kind of want to make another video to clarify that, as well as kind of go over how I feel about the PvP/PvE situation and my anecdotal experiences. That makes sense, I think. On how my gameplay has been since I started playing the game, and it's been remarkably positive for the most part. That's what I say, you know, and that's exactly what I mean. It's been a pretty good run overall. Okay, hour and a half. This will be up. Let's go to damn Battlegrounds. I have a stupid quest to complete there anyway. I don't know if I'll be able to finish it or not, but we'll try. Let's see, pocket my defib. Only going in one this time. But yeah, like I said, you guys got questions, let's fire them off. I'll be happy to answer to the best of my ability. In summary, it's a great game, but there's things that could be improved about it, in my opinion. In my estimation, you know, I'm not saying I'm right either. They're just my opinions, and that's kind of what I was gonna address in the second video I plan on making. Because I don't know. I think maybe it's a side effect or a general element of the internet, but it seems like when you even just throwing out an opinion, people, not everyone, some people I should say, some people will treat it as if you are trying to plant a flag, you know, and that's not my intention. My intention is just saying, hey, this is how I feel about it, not necessarily, oh, hey, I'm 100% right about this thing, you know.
Shani speaking. Make sure you're well prepared before you face a Rocketeer head-on. Find solid cover and aim quick and true. A single misstep can be curtain's call.
Okay, I might have a problem because I can't get the journals. What the heck? Oh, Tristan. I might have to get Tristan to give me the journals. Dang, dude. This quest is bugged. That's not cool at all. Not cool. Anything up here? Probably not. Ooh, what the fall? There's just a gun case up here. Looks like no this time. And sometimes there's a medicine bag. Did I just hear somebody? Thought I did. Yeah, I think there's somebody around. I'll chat with them in a second, but I don't see nothing up here, unfortunately. Maybe not. There ain't nothing up here. Bomber. Actually, I'm gonna. Hello? Yeah, the journal should have been right here. That's it right there, but I can't grab it. And this time I started right next to the dang thing.
Go to that location.
And see how far away from I am from the other one? Oh, let's see if I can make it over there in one piece. Ooh, buddy. There's a lot of gunfire going on. It's not like someone fighting a Rocketeer. Why? I don't know. Ooh, buddy, someone's fighting a Rocketeer, alright. Yeah, I'm gonna keep myself away from this whole situation. I don't want any of that heat. I don't know why the game's been having like connection issues the last few days. Look at this, kind of stuttery and laggy. Man, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm not a fan. This is gonna be the thing that's to make me switch to another game sooner than later today if it keeps up like this. Yeah, that's not good, dude. It's even showing on the side of having like connection issues. It's not good. I think there's a zip here I can take. So I have to go all the way around. I thought there was a zip line. Evidently not right now. Oh, it's over here actually. Damn, dude, this is not good. Look at this. Not good at all. That's not...